knock it back. Put one throw, Neil, and get that bad shot. Fire pulsar, drop it in. Go New York City.
Magic right there. Can he get the bounce? Magic! And that's why they got him. Oh, New York City. 2 minutes, okay. Meanwhile, Yanni's gonna get the opening goal of this one again. Oh, New York City.
Just reliably stay in control no matter what. And they're taking advantage of the chaos. Here it comes.
Another one for Magic. Go New York City. 7-1.
Covering your team. Driving to the right side of the field.
Fire pulsar
scores it.
Get the aerial. He whiffs on the aerial. 3 balls to the corner. Fire pulsar. Can he get to it? There it is. Go New York City. Live from the city that never sleeps. You probably can't even. Wow, what is that? Where is our video? Where have we gone, my friend? Where have we gone? While we figure out this video channel, what's up, everybody, and welcome. This is the Supporters Rocket League Season 4, New York City 12 Rocket League. As tonight they will take on Southmost SC. And while we get the video down, welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm Jeff Weisinger, aka Wise Guy, and joining me is, as always, the one. There we are. And joining me, as always, is the one and only Alan Panda Ringwoo. I feel like it's been too long since we've been on, just so you know.
Way too long. Way too long.
It's been a while since we've seen the boys play. This has been a New York City team coming in that has been almost near perfect. The only blemish is the loss against Al Matador 2 matches ago, just before Easter. They bounced back in a 5-game classic against Dark Clouds. But now the playoffs are on the line. Two series left, starting tonight against Southmost SG. What are we looking for tonight out of this New York City 12 side?
Oh, this is probably is the biggest test of the season. With all due respect to Dark Cloud, Matador, and the 2-car team of the Roadies, which, they put a great fight against New York City 12. I feel like I have been in New York City 12 long
just before Easter.
They
bounced back in a 5-game classic against Dark Clouds.
Tonight,
but now the playoffs are on the line.
A major statement win for our team, Wise Guy. This is something I've circled on the calendar for a long time, and the anticipation is just off the charts in my heart. I feel like this is going to be a good night deep down. I just feel it.
New York City wins tonight. They pretty much locked their place into the playoffs. In the most dominant season in the young history of this club. A brand new roster, like we've kind of talked about throughout the season, led by Fire Pulsar, the second captain in the history of the club. Talk about his development, how big he's been going throughout the season, and how he's kind of grown through the season.
I'll be frank. Wise Guy, has exceeded my expectations. We were just talking to him not even 10 minutes ago. And I loved hearing that he's taking charge. He's showing VOD to all the people he plays, even though, they're all kids. They all got work obligations. They have school obligations. They're all here and there. We don't have the ability to get everybody together, to scrim together all the time. But Fire Pulse is already showing the video. He is a student of the game. What skill level, what experience they have. The one thing he wants to see out of them, the next games going forward, and what they needed to do to fix, not just from Dark Clouds, and not just from El Matador, but from games before. I love what I see out of them, plain and simple.
And one surprise we have, Magic, a late scratch from this one. We are seeing the debut of Vital. It's been something that's been talked about throughout the league. When is he going to debut? What's going to be the situation? He will make his debut tonight in a pivotal match. And let's talk about, Alan, you made a debut after the winter break in Season 2. Talk about what that first match is like.
A lot of what is it called? The butterflies exploding from the chest. A lot of you got the clown animals with the cymbals clashing in my head. That's exactly what it was when I was facing RGV in the season opener. And when I faced the Los Verdes, a very solid Austin FC supporters, Los Verdes, in the tournament beforehand. I mean, I feel like Marcus's case when it comes to Vital, he is so ready for this. I've seen him play, and I know he's got great relationship with Firepulsa. If you don't have the luxury of practice time and scrims, just work with somebody who you know in real life. I mean, I knew Chuko in real life, but Chuko and I haven't met for 6 years before I joined New York City 12. So I have very high expectations for this lineup. For any lineup that you have that involves just Firepulsa and Vital by themselves, I think they're going to have a really good treat. I think they're going to have the standards very high for themselves to play like a very well-oiled machine.
And let me ask you, stepping into the shoes of Magic, we're talking about one of the league's all-time great goal scorers. You know, it's not just replacing some rando. Like, we're talking about one of the best players ever in league history. Do you think Vital can keep up?
No doubt, and simply because we knew his standings, he plays at GC level. I definitely feel like he can trounce anybody that is trying to get to GC3 over into SSL. I have no idea. I have no idea what exactly is going to overwhelm him or stop him at this point, and especially with Firepulsa and that great support system that he has and that team has right now. I'll be stunned if this becomes one of those inefficient starts, one of those, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna come out cold at all. I love the hopes, and I'm thinking about Magic. If I can't beat me for 1 second, Jeff, I remember when I got benched. It's not a good feeling. It's something that still sticks with me to this day. But I know Magic, again, another very high-ranking GC level player who has a skill set, and not only will he be able to bounce back and come back in, I know he's taking the time out to watch the tape that Firepulsa showed them, and I know he is absolutely going to come back and prove he belongs in rotation. I mean, New York City 12 is a very, very tough platoon to make it into, Wise Guy.
Going to the other side now, Southmost SG. Southmost has been one of the best teams since their inception into the league, led by Chris Ed. What should we expect out of this Houston side today? Houston side.
Houston side. Well, it's close. I mean, it's the area
Rio
around
Grande,
RGV.
Houston.
It's
Listen,
Southmost.
Rio Grande, Texas, cows, steak. You know, it's all the same, right?
What's so shocking is I have scrimmed and played against against Southmost so many times. I feel like their battery, if we're thinking about Rhino, Chris said, I absolutely love, I'm thinking about Ruben is the guy I was thinking about. Rhino's probably from the other SGs. Those guys are so dialed in. They drive fast. They get the ball. They don't make mistakes, and they just rotate so well. And what I'm really going to be curious to see is Firepulsa scrimmed with them a lot. Because, you know, Southmost is some of the hardest working teams in SRL. And sometimes they still have to fight and claw their way up the standings. You know, they belong at the tippity top of the standings. And they even feel like Southmost even feels like they kind of underachieve a little bit. As a lot of the guys, every single season, the commentary teams on the Nationals, they definitely think, you know, Southmost should be playing a lot better. Or this isn't the Southmost that we build up there. No. This is a fearsome team. I mean, I have not been fortunate enough to have played against Southmost 5 times and have not won against them. They're psychotic. They're another level. They are going to scare every other up and starting team. Even Champion 2 players should be afraid of them. And I will tell you, if Chris Ed can really be on it with his fast kickoffs, one of the best fast kickoffers, the commissioner of the league, Chris Ed, watch out for him. He is very fun to watch, and you will learn a thing or two from Chris Ed tonight.
Looks like there may be a late switch due to technical difficulties. We're going to take a break. When we get back to the top teams in the Supporters Rocket League, do battle with the playoffs on the line. It is New York City 12 versus Southmost SG. Southmost SG. I will get that name right, and you guys will keep watching. Stay tuned.
Biggest testament to the league is that
we're making new soccer fans as well. Like, we have people in New York City 12, our boy Daniel. I mean, we're getting into soccer. I'm getting into soccer. I went to a New York City FC game because of you, Wise Guy. You know, because, you know, we got in town together when you were out of work during vacation. You know, you came on over here. And that's why I'm such a believer in this league more than anything. You know, we want to see this league. We've become shareholders of a way. And we believe in it. We see the whole time. It's not just Twitch metrics and numbers. It's just, you know, how excited we see everybody playing that, how we see these same faces in those weeknight scrims that we play against. That's why I still take part of it, even though I'm not on the roster anymore, mind you.
An amazing spot. Magic to the post.
Oh!
Again, that's where they got him. Goal, New York City. Redirecting, he's gonna go just wide. Magic right there. Can you get? Welcome back, everybody. This is game 1 of a 5-game series between New York City 12 and Southmost SG. As we wait for everyone to log in. This should be a good one. A quick switch. So apparently Magic will be active tonight. Yanni, with technical difficulties, is out at the moment. So we're going to see where that goes to tonight. So that's a storyline to watch. But the starting lineup for New York City 12 will be Vital making his debut, Magic and Firepulse the captain. As we continue to wait for everyone to hop in.
What's so fascinating about this is, you know, we're learning about all these changes as it goes along. Magic is the real trooper here, Wise Guy, because he has college obligations as well. We know we definitely didn't want to keep him on forever, so this definitely was a little bit of a shocker over here. I still don't, none of my changes really, none of the thoughts I've really offered up changes that much. I've been that confident in the way that the rotation 5, it reminds me of when we played back in season 2. Like,
oh, that feels like forever ago. As we get ready, game number 1, New York City 12, Southmost underway, as Magic wins the opening kickoff. This one could just high, and that would have been a heck of a start for New York City 12. Meanwhile, Vital trying to track back, Magic's gonna take this one to the corner. Really curious to see what the debutant Magic had, what debutant Vital has. Oh, Magic! Who else? All the talk about Vital and Magic. We talked about him earlier. One of the league's great all-goal scorers. Goal, New York City. Magic just right over. Looks like it's right over.
Oh.
Couldn't see who he flicked it right over, but it's just like that. It's 1-0 New York City.
Just compounding that speed off of that wall. That is everything you need to do in a counter to a T. Here comes Magic right back in, Wise Guy.
Magic can work this ball to the corner now. Scoreboard a little backward, folks. We'll fix that in between games. So I apologize for that. We're not the ones hosting the room, so a little bit of a thing here. But Magic, just over 30 seconds, and Magic's got a brace. Go New York City.
Marcus is making his mark. Wise Guy with the great pass to Magic. 54 mile per hour on the bangersonly.com radar gun.
Bangers.com. Hit it hard, hit it fast. Also, are we going to use Marcus making his mark as the call? Is that what we're going to do?
I didn't plan on that.
Meanwhile, we've been trying to get to top post. Going to bring it down. Magic again. This is... We talked about how powerful this attack is. Almost crossbar. Magic almost. Oh, my goodness. Firepulse, they're trying to settle it down. Ruben's going to knock it back. Still a dangerous ball at midfield. Can anyone get to it? Vital now applying pressure at the wall. Vital now. What does the kid have? Vital works it off the wall. Ruben's going to knock it away. Welcome to the league, rookie. Firepulse now. Good try to work the window post. And saved late. Good challenge by Vital now.
Oh!
Magic. Can he get the bounce? Oh my! From bench, that hat trick. Oh, New York City.
What a shot! And that all took on because of a bad back pass from, I believe it was Ruben. Uncharacteristic to be Southmost, trailing by 3, a minute and a half in.
Oh my goodness. What a start for New York City 12. Meanwhile, Firepulse can knock this one, can settle this one down at midfield. Ladies and gentlemen, the scoreboard is a bit backwards right now. This is a 3-0 New York City 12 lead. Vital Can't take a bow, and welcome to the SRL. Go New York City.
It was a 3-0 lead, and then Magic with a strategic whiff. Vital finishes off. New York City 12's up 4 in a minute and a half. This I definitely did not see coming, wise guy.
What a start for New York City 12 as Ruben wins the on-soon kickoff. It's almost like watching them play a League 2 team right now. This is unreal. Fire poster. Vital, Magic almost was trying to get the assist, just knocked away last second. Ruben back to the corner. Can Southmost get anything going? Double whiff. Magic right there. Just tipped away by Hirsch. Fire poster settles it back down. To the corner. A brace for the rookie. Go New York City.
Oh my goodness, there's nothing New York City 12 can do wrong here. What a strike! 63 miles per hour, the BangersOnly.com radar gun.
What an absolute start for New York City 12. A hat trick from Magic. A brace for, oh my goodness. Oh, don't do it to him. Magic almost walked that one in off the kickoff. Triple commit, open goal.
Great
Ruben,
chance.
can he pull one back? That's gonna go just wide, knocked away by Magic late. You know, one of the criticisms, as Vital almost makes a play to the post, one of the criticisms that was said about Magic, not that there's been many historically, but just playing defensively, and he just made a big save just a few seconds ago.
I didn't see that as well when you were playing against El Matador. I definitely feel like Fire Pulsa, we talked about this in a pregame where he had the meeting with the team, they showed them the VODs, and they're improving. Here comes another strike, and Chris said with the save.
Oh, just New York City, just rabid on the attack. My goodness. As meanwhile, Ruben's gonna play this one off the wall, gets it past Magic, works it right into New York City's corner. Vital gonna play this one, just clear this one immediately. Fire poster now. Can he work the aerial? Magic. Oh, we saw this just before Easter against Dark Clouds, trying to sell it down mid-air. Vital now, trying to get this one to the corner. Vital, can he get the hat trick? Fire poster, knocked away by Ruben. Big save for Southmost right there.
I have a prop from BangersOnly.com Sportsbook. Everybody on Southmost SG's got 2 saves, but none of them have a shot, wise guy, on goal.
Very uncharacteristic for Southmost SG to just not have any kind of offensive pressure at all. Even like with the now just entering the final 90 seconds of this one.
Yeah, if you get the fast start, you can really set sail, but I expect this Southwest to be able to nail it. Right now, we're seeing that good pressure out here. Hirsch gets bumped away. Look at this opportunity by New York City 12.
Vital works this one to the corner. Can New York City get on the counter? Vital, can he get the post? Just wide. Cringe gonna settle it down and work it back. Cringe, Ruben gets it back towards midfield. Open net. Vital gonna easily take this one as we enter the final 60 seconds left in game number 1. What an opening series for what an opening game, for New York City 12. Vital, almost. Vital tried to sneak that one in near post.
Oh, he'll be regretting the 2 shots he could have made out there. Nevertheless, a really solid game for New York City 12. Ruben with the defense work.
Vital gonna work this one back across the pitch now to the left side. Cringe gonna settle it down to the wall. Hirsch, can he just pull one back just for confidence? Hirsch knocked away by Vital. Big save.
Sensational debut match. Oh, that's gotta be a goal.
Oh, that's gonna walk in, and that's gonna go just wide. You want to talk about a break?
Yeah.
Everything has gone New York City 12's way here in game number 1.
I think Southmost has been doing that. A little bit too many self-inflicted bumps against each other here as the countdown starts. New York City 12 sends sail here.
And this should be the end of game 1. New York City 12. A dominant start to this series. Magic looking for one more. Magic, can he get to it? Magic! Just can't get it. New York City 12 with a 5-0 win in game number 1. Folks, we'll be right back with game number 2. First off, Alan, your thoughts on game 1 real quick.
Oh, this is better than I expected for New York City 12. The pressure's on them. They got to finish really, really strong. This is just one game. Southmost has got to be encouraging themselves here.
As we get set for game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
Biggest testament to the league is that we're making new soccer fans as well. Like, we have people in New York City 12, our boy Daniel. I mean, we're getting him into soccer. I'm getting into soccer. I went to a New York City FC game because of you, Wise Guy. You know, because, you know, we got in town together when you were out of work during vacation. You know, you came on over here. And that's why I'm such a believer in this league more than anything. You know, we want to see this league. We've become shareholders of a way. And we believe in it. We see the whole time. It's not just Twitch metrics and numbers. It's just, you know, how excited we see everybody playing that, how we see these same faces in those weeknight scrims that we play against. And that's why I still take part of it, even though I'm not on the roster anymore, mind you.
An amazing Magic to the post. Oh! Again, that's where they got him. Goal, New York City. Redirecting, he's gonna go just wide. Magic right there. Can he get the goal? Far post. Oh my! Goal, New York City.
Can Freddie get it off the wall? He can't. He loses possession of the ball. It's a great pass from Pulsa to Magic.
No! Oh my God! I feel for Freddie right here.
Big kickoff win for NYC. Magic.
Oh, good!
And we are back.
The angle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 as Cringe scores in the first 30 seconds. So, Southmost responds to that dominant game 1 performance by New York City 12. And just like that, Southmost, as we have the scoreboard corrected, Southmost takes an early game 2 lead. And this is one thing I want to see from New York City. We talk about the strong starts, and we've seen that throughout the season. Now it's the middle game where it's like, can they continue the strong play into games 2, into game 3, into game 4 if need be? Magic, and he carried this one in. Magic! Oh my! Take a bow. Goal, New York City.
Oh, that just got me out of my seat. He jumps and hops the ball out of Ruben's purview. This is an equalizer. That's one of the most sensational equalizers I've seen.
What? Are you kidding me? Pretty much an end-to-end carry by Magic on his own. I think he took the benching personal. I think he took the benching personal.
Oh, he's got another chance to find Daniel.
Oh, what a oh my goodness! Ooh. Vital just high. Oh, and that would have been a heck of a cross. 1-1 a minute into game 2.
And it's 1-1 because to start, Southmost had a wonderful start. They took advantage of New York City 12 just getting 2 cars too far forward on defense. Oh, there's a miss on whiff, and Chris said is going to be able to do something with the ball, but Hirsch gets bumped.
Magic now works my way back to corner. Magic looking for the cross. Gonna want to get to Ruben. He's gonna knock it away. Routine save by Ruben at the post into the corner. As he works it back to the wall. Vital's gonna knock the one back to the wall now. Dangerous ball still for Southmost. Vital, can't get a lot on it. Hirsch now. 5 posts open net. Hirsch, can he walk to it? Big save by Magic.
Driving fast helps. That's why Magic got the save, Wise Guy. Oh, a double.
Meanwhile, 1-1 as we enter the 3-minute mark now left in game number 2. Way close to game.
Oh.
Magic and takes one to the post and worked one back to the wall. Still dangerous ball for Southmost. Can he get something? Ruben, almost. Hirsch trying to set up Ruben at the post there. Cringe trying to set something up. Ruben, that's going to be just wide of the post. The breaks. Southmost trying to make their own breaks now here in game number 2. 5 posts. They can get this one past Ruben. Cringe right there to support. Ruben who's tracking back for boost. Magic can save that shot.
That was the 5th shot Southmost made. This is nothing like what we saw in game 1 out of Southmost SG.
This is a very... Oh, Magic. Oh, Ruben, big save. Oh, if Magic did it again, I think we need to shut down the game. My goodness.
Grief. Oh, here's the set.
Magic to the post. Oh, New York City.
Oh, man, I really climaxed watching that setup play. That is how you teamwork, Wise Guy.
The reference is everything, Alan. The reference was everything. 2-1 in New York City here in game number 2. Magic with the brace again. 5 goals in the series for Magic.
Oh, he's going to get a 50 over here. Heat check.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Tip the cap. A hat trick for Magic. Goal, New York City.
Oh my goodness, 3-minute hat trick. He's making a fool out of GC and C2 players. Well done, Magic.
My goodness.
Oh, good.
What a game for Magic so far. Oh, he's Magic looking for fourth off the kickoff.
Yep.
Cringe knocks this one away. Hirsch looking for the pass, knocked away by Vital. Magic works it off the wall. Vital, can he get to it? Ruben's gonna knock it just wide. Under the into the 2-minute mark left in game number 2. New York City up 3-1. Five poster works this one to the cross. Can anyone get to it? Magic right there.
Yeah.
It's gonna go just wide. Vital tracking back now.
Very low points total as well from Southmost. Now they're playing a little more of a defense. I don't know how the whole thing just went downhill so quickly. That's just a strength to New York City 12 being relentless on power. Oh, a missed opportunity by Southmost. What a bummer.
We're seeing Southmost be a little bit more aggressive, but to see them just not really be as strong in the attack and just have mistakes and just not capitalize, just unlike them. Five poster crossbar, can't get to it. Magic! 4 for Magic! Go New York City!
Firepostal will tell you he meant to pass this, not shoot it. Oh my goodness, and Krista just narrowly being late to that, and now Southmost trailing 3 with a minute 12 left.
7 goals. Tally on 7 more goals for one of the league's all-time leading goal scorers. My goodness.
Incredible. But
7 goals in just 2 games.
Less.
And that's very true. You wouldn't expect anything less, but just to watch it, I mean, it is something else. Cringe was back to the wall. Magic and players went to midfield. Vital gonna knock it back towards the wall. Hirsch can knock it over. Magic demos Hirsch.
Oh no!
F in chat. Oh
Ruben
no.
almost really put
To the middle.
on pressure there.
Fire poster wanted that roll. Oh, did he want that roll? Magic worked this one back. Ruben's gonna knock it wide. 4-1 New York City entering the final 30 seconds of this one. Vital now. He's gonna knock this one downfield. Vital wants to get one. Vital, can he get something happening? Vital to the near post! The rookie does it again! Goal New York City!
Yeah, his first goal penciled it in. He was sick and tired of being the Alan Panderwood of the team. Oh, I'm not scoring no points. I'm the 3rd on the team. No. I'm gonna get a goal. I'm gonna get a piece of this action. That's the spirit, kid.
3 for the series for Vital in his debut. Just saying, Magic's got 7. Fire poster can which one back. Just saying. Now the question is, when does Fire poster get a tally one? I think we're all just waiting for that now. Fire poster, I know he wants one. Stopped by everyone in Southmost. Fire poster, Magic can try to work something. Magic. Fire poster can knock it in. Oh, hits the ground. NYC12 with a 2-0 lead after a dominant 4-1? After a dominant 5-1 win in game number 2 against Southmost. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with game number 3. It is your New York City 12. And if I can do our scoreboard. Your New York City 12 up 2-0 in series against Southmost SG. We'll be right back.
Biggest testament to the league is that we're making new soccer fans as well. Like, we have people in New York City 12, our boy Daniel. I mean, we're getting him into soccer. I'm getting into soccer. I went to a New York City FC game because of you, Wise Guy. Because we got in town together when you were out of work during vacation. You came on over here. And that's why I'm such a believer in this league more than anything. We want to see this league. We've become shareholders of a way, and we believe in it. We see the whole time. It's not just Twitch metrics and numbers. It's just, how excited we see everybody playing that, how we see these same faces in those weeknight scrims that we play against. That's why I still take part of it, even though I'm not on the roster anymore, mind you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 3. New York City 12 up 2-0 in this series after just dominant performances in the first two games. I mean, there's no way. I mean, you have to think NYC12 is going to sweep.
Yeah, deep down I did, but you gotta remember, Wise Guy, we're talking about a Southmost team that's beaten just as tough opponents all across the league for season on end. I'm still honestly stunned. But hey, no lead's ever safe in SRL or Rocket League in general. New York City 12 still has to win this one.
New York City 12 still have to finish this one. This is a team. This would be a big sweep if New York City 12 can finish it. Vital now. Can he get the first goal of the series? Vital looking for the post. Knocked away by Cringe.
Magic missed his chance to demo there. It was close to being another leader. Oh, a rough clear!
Guess who? Oh, the rookie learns quick. Goal, New York City.
Oh, that's a shame to watch. Hirsch had the clear, went under the ball, and then Vital showing you exactly how to rotate on pressure. Just stay by the goal, wise guy, and good things will happen.
Oh, man.
Oh, Magic with a good 50 strat here. They're even doing it on defense, too. That is amazing work watching New York City 12 play. This is a joy.
This is an app. I mean, we're watching a team in full rhythm right now. Meanwhile, Cringe can knock this one back to midfield. I mean, Southmost, like, it's almost like Southmost, oh, Vital gets demoed. Welcome to the league. it's almost like, oh, Hirsch and Ruben both miss a sitter. Can New York City capitalize? Oh, Cringe. Wide open to go for Cringe. And it's going to be just high the crossbar. My God. Nothing going the way of Southmost SG in this one.
That's how you clear the ball, too, wise guy. New York City 12 is doing everything fundamentally soundly.
Magic. You know, some of the talk was about Magic tracking back, and he's done I think he's been great in rotations.
I see the same thing. I mean, if anything, I felt like he's been emboldened. He didn't like his performance just 2 weeks ago against El Matador, and his work and the changes and adjustments he's making is paying off.
Meanwhile, both New York City 12 trying to place one off the wall. Both teams kind of going back and forth in midfield. Vital and Magic get demoed.
But the ball wound up with Fire Pulsar. That's why that double demo did not pay dividends for Southmost. They're not timing it well.
Southmost is trying to get the ball out of their half, and just NYC12 just with the pressure. For Magic and Fire Pulsar double committing there just a little bit. Magic can try to work one back. Ruben keeps one to the corner. Cringe now, can he get something going to it? Vital's gonna keep pushing one back to the corner. Ruben now, Vital both battling to keep that ball into the corner. Vital trying to carry something. This is gonna go in. Oh, the captain gets one. Goal, New York City.
I need to get my physics degree tuned up because I thought that ball was soaring. But Pulsar nailed it perfectly. 2-0 up for New York.
I honestly didn't even see where he was in that little scrim. Vital now, oh, Vital won that kickoff. Not that easy in this league. Ruben can knock this one back down. Magic to the crossbar. Almost. Magic. Just so you guys know, Magic has not scored in the last 2.5 minutes. This feels like a record, maybe. Magic, can you get the bounce? Oh, he's shutting me up real quick. Magic, goal, New York City, 3-0.
You know, somebody probably took the over as soon as you said that for the total goals Magic will score. Now you're trending in the right direction, kid.
Oh my goodness. All three have scored at least once for New York City. Magic with 8 in the series. You read that right. Magic has 8 in the series. 5 posts in your post. That's too easy. Go New York City.
Yes, you say it's easy, but it takes timing. You can't just shoot the ball right away, or else Chris Ed might have had the angle for it. I think he timed it. Ooh.
It looks like Cringe just missed it, really.
Just missed it.
My goodness.
That's a bummer.
4-0 New York City. Vital looking for another one just high. Magic couldn't get the finish. Oh my goodness.
Every goal New York City 12 has scored was assisted upon.
Magic! No! Fire Pulsar might have just stole Magic's goal. Goal New York City, it's 5-0.
If he didn't steal it, then it would not have been true that every goal was scored with an assist. So that's some team spirit there.
That was going in, I think, regardless.
Yep.
Fire Pulsar. One thing I've loved, the high press for New York City has been absolutely near perfect in the series.
It must have been the right approach because Southmost is just not playing solid. Chris said missed the clear and it results in another goal.
Goal New York City. Fire Pulsar was an absolute sitter. Well, that would have been Magic's goal. He stole another one from Magic.
This is relentless. This is uncalled for. We're gonna have a team meeting about this.
6-0 into the final minute 45 here, and Ruben gonna get this one off the post. I mean, that's just been Southmost night. That's just been the night for Southmost. Yeah. Just off the post, just missing opportunities. I mean, really, everything was just miss. Everything was really just miss. Oh, Magic is gonna walk in. That's gonna walk in. Fire Pulsar. Oh, New York City.
I cannot even find words to say how fortunate these guys are. But also, with all due respect, this is also skill. Let's just be honest. These are skilled people driving really fast, playing in the moment.
The question I have now is, are they trying to see who scores the next goal first?
Well, I would like to be. I would like to have an ear in the room for that as a bettor myself, a live sports bettor.
Meanwhile, Magic near post knocked away by Ruben to the corner, close to the final minute. In New York City 12. I mean, the brooms have been out probably since game 1, but the brooms are slowly coming out for New York City 12. My goodness.
Yeah, we were gonna start this meeting, production meeting about everything we should have learned from El Matador and Dark Clouds, the close call New York City 12 has against Dark Clouds, but there's nothing here except for that one as Ruben puts in a nice goal.
Ruben pulls one back for Southmost SG. I mean, not saying they're going to score 6 goals in 50 seconds, but in this game, you kind of can score. You can score 6 goals in 6 more goals in 50 seconds. Doubtful, doubtful. But let's see what happens.
I hope you could try because you know you're capable. You're grand champion players. You played against tougher guys and pulled that off. So yeah, why not?
Meanwhile, Hirschbrooks is back to the wall. Fire pulse. Vital looking for one. Knocked away by Cringe. Vital wanted another.
It said it's bumped from coming down, so now Southmost has to rotate in. This is New York City 12 being physical and nailing their timings today.
Vital, the guy's one plays one to the wall. No one on him. He can actually play this one. Hope for something. Trying to set something up. Vital to the corner. A little bit out of control there. Vital's looking for the bounce. Vital trying to get the one. Trying to get to the post. Fire pulsar. Go New York City. 8-1. Again, 8-1.
I must be watching the Harlem Globetrotters. They have to have a yo-yo string to the ball, wise guy.
This is absolutely absurd by New York City in the series. My goodness. Final 10 seconds. Ruben looking to just claw one back, and that's going to go in. Goal Southmost SG. Great hit by Ruben. Just a perfect hit.
Woo! Good pass by Chris said. Oh, they'll definitely be thinking about nailing more of these for the next game. They're already thinking about the next game. If you're losing this much at this point.
But you know what? Every goal's got to count for confidence a little bit. Final 5 seconds now in this one. 8-2. This is the only New York City 12 with a dominant sweep over Southmost SG, winning Game 3, 8-2. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have the post-game report for you we will have the post-game report for you in a second. New York City 12 with a dominant, I mean absolutely dominant 3-0 sweep over Southmost SG. We will be right back.
Biggest testament to the league is that we're making new soccer fans as well. Like, we have people in New York City 12, our boy Daniel. I mean, we're getting him into soccer. I'm getting into soccer. I went to a New York City FC game because of you, wise guy. You know, because, you know, we got in town together when you were out of work during vacation. You know, you came on over here. And that's why I'm such a believer in this league more than anything. You know, we want to see this league. We've become shareholders of a way. And we believe in it. We see the whole time. It's not just Twitch metrics and numbers. It's just, you know, how excited we see everybody playing that, how we see these same faces in those weeknight scrims that we play against. That's why I still take part of it, even though I'm not on the roster anymore, mind you.
An amazing Magic to the post. No! Again, that's where they got him. Goal, New York City. Redirecting, he's gonna go just wide. Magic right there. Can he get the goal? Far post. Oh my! Goal, New York City.
Can Freddie get it off the wall? He can't. He loses possession of the ball. It's a great pass from Pulsa to Magic.
No!
Brilliant!
Oh my god, I feel for Freddy right here.
Big kickoff win for NYC. Magic trying to play it slowly. He flicks it over. Boom!
Oh!
It's the Magic. We are not done here.
Magic from Magic.
Looking for the double tap, but Pulsa owns his own backboard very well there. Now Yanni's gonna have a shot. Passes it up to Magic. You're kidding me,
Oh
Magic.
my god. A magical goal from Magic. Biggest testament to the league is that we're making new soccer fans as well. Like, we have people in New York City 12, our boy Daniel. I mean, we're getting him into soccer. I'm getting into soccer. I went to a New York City FC game because of you, Ice Guy. You know, because, you know, we got in town together when you were out of work during vacation. You know, you came on over here. And that's why I'm such a believer in this league more than anything. You know, we want to see this league. We've become shareholders of a way. And we believe in it. We see the whole time. It's not just Twitch metrics and numbers. It's just, you know, how excited we see everybody playing that, how we see these same faces and those.
A big win. A big win for New York City 12. 3-0 series, a dominant 3-0 sweep against Southmost SG. And we are joined by the sombrero hat trick, the hoodie hero. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you say after that performance, but my word. We're here as Magic. 8 goals in the series, I think. I think he scored another during the break. Went from being benched to pretty much saying, F this, I'm playing just about. Take us through that performance, man.
I was just having fun. I just came off of a series with my college team where we got a sweep. So I was just like, you know what? If they're having issues, if Yanni's not there, then I'll just pull up and I'll have a good time. And, you know, I just showed up and I had fun. That's about it.
That seems to be what we've noticed, and we've known you. We've played against you and noticed for a while now. It's not as much a stress, right? Like, and you play competitively for your college team. I'm curious. Talk about the differences in this league, where you know it is kind of like that, trying to be a league that's kind of growing per se, right? Compared to your college team, where everything's kind of already established in that sense.
You mean in terms of opponents, other established programs?
Yeah, just how you guys kind of go about how you guys going about everything, because it does seem like what you're taking from the college game, it is kind of showing here a little bit as far as the individual talent.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing for my college team for 3 years now. I started it. But the leagues and everything we've joined, we play against really high-level players. Some of the best colleges in the country. We've played against. We've beaten a few of them as well. It's definitely more of a regimented experience, something that you go in and it's like, this is something that we will do. In this growing league, it's definitely less of a stress because I don't have anything really on the line. You know, I just come in, I show up, and I have fun, and I represent New York. And it's a much easier experience for me. And the transition today was nice to kind of go from a higher level stress situation to just ease in a little bit and enjoy myself a little bit more.
So what he's saying is the key to unlocking everything you can do is to make sure the matches are scheduled after your college matches.
Oh my God, you guys! I mean, when we were initially scheduling it, you guys got lucky because it was at the same time, but because it got moved, now I was able to show up. So it was definitely. You know, I mean, the college game today wasn't exactly a sweat. It wasn't really a sweat fest, but. You know, it's definitely a different atmosphere.
Take us through Southmost. Southmost is a good team. I mean, it's a team that, you know, we do see within the community. We see them scrimming a lot. A team that's really not. It's not like they're a new team in the league. To have that kind of match against a solid opponent like that, what does that do for the confidence of the club going forward?
I think we're feeling good. I mean, we were talking about it in terms of standings, and we know we're above them in standings, but we know they're right behind us. So being able to take those 3 points and take a lead ahead of them is definitely nice for us. And we went into the game feeling really good. I joined the call and I was like, "Fire! If you need me to join and play the game tonight, I can." And he was like, "Oh, hell yes!" So it was definitely good for our confidence to take this win today, and we're definitely looking forward to taking more and hopefully bringing this stride into playoffs.
With that said, no, the playoffs. I mean, the win locks the playoff spot just about. Not that it wasn't locked already, but for sure, it's looking like this team will be a high seed into the playoffs. Talk about the momentum from a win like this, because we saw the El Matador loss 2 matches ago. The rebound against Dark Clouds, well, it did go the distance, and now it just seemed like you guys were in full rhythm. Talk about just carrying that into the finale, into the regular season finale next week, and then into the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's really just getting into a rhythm. I mean, we had that rhythm in the beginning of the season, and then we lost to El Matador. Kind of took us out a little bit. Dark Clouds was definitely an exciting win for me as somebody who played for Mad Hat. We consistently, it would always be like the roadies, then Cinco de Oce, then Cauldron or Dark Clouds, and then us. So it was definitely a nice win for me personally. I've wanted to beat them for a really long time, and it was a really good game. And that, bringing that attitude into the other games and just being like, I want to take care of every other team here. Made today a lot easier as a team for sure, and just going in even with Marcus. And just, that was the first time I ever played with him. But, it definitely made things easier to have that confidence and, feel like we were getting into a groove.
With that said, Marcus finally making his what seems to be an eternally waited debut. What were your thoughts on his first series in the league?
Oh, he played very well. I was very pleased, especially in that first match. I wasn't really thinking about how we would play as a group. I always felt relatively confident. But we were connecting passes, we were making good shots, making good plays, and I was very impressed with his start for sure.
Awesome. Magic, one of the league's all-time leading goal scorers, putting it on display today. A great game. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you very much. See y'all.
Yeah. And Wise Guy, we cannot forget not just all the goals to boot, the demos. He's piling up the demos. He's climbing the leaderboard for the top 5 in demos as well in the league. I saw that physicality today. If he stays on that form and piles up the saves, he was leading in saves in one of those 3 wins in these games. In the last match, I'd be scared. I'd be scared if I was everybody else right now, Wise Guy.
Meanwhile, we are bringing in the rookie. So many questions.
Oh yeah.
So many questions we have. So get ready. We have about 5,000 people watching this by now, just to see your interview, just so you know. But we are here with Vital, fresh off his SRL debut, his long-awaited SRL debut. Several questions. I'll start with this one. Getting to your debut, how'd you feel?
I felt fantastic. I just felt like snug with the team because I already knew how they played. I've been coaching them before, so I'll just be the third man. I'll just plug away and just do whatever they need me to do.
What was it like, kind of coming off the bench in that regard? Because you have been coaching the team, you had to change. The roles would change about a week ago. Finally getting a chance to make your debut now. What was that like? Just kind of like just getting the call, so to say.
I was pretty excited because I never played in this before, so I was like, if I get my chance to play, I'm just gonna play as well as I can, and felt fantastic. So I'm excited for anything in the future. If I get to play again, then fantastic.
Take us through your first goal. I mean, did you leap out the chair? Was there any screaming? Because I think Alan and I lost our voice on your first goal.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Dude, Darren passed it to me, and I just shot it, and it went in, and we just started screaming, dude. It was crazy.
Your thoughts on the competition? I mean, this is your first time like really live bullets in the league. I think it was a Hattie in game 2, I believe. Yeah, the brace in game 1, and just I think Alan even scored a goal in game number 3. Talk about the performance overall with the team. I mean, a team that's normally pretty good with Southmost. Talk about just having that kind of dominant performance against them.
I mean, Firepulse had a game plan going in. He just told us what we needed to do, and we just capitalized on it. We didn't expect the game to go like this. We expect to be close, but I mean, we just played our best, and this is the outcome. So I mean, you know what I'm saying.
6 goals for the series in the debut and a massive and a big dominant sweep. Vital, Marcus, welcome to the league. Welcome to the club and
Thank you, sir.
everything, man. It was great to see you. Great to see you play, man.
Yes, sir.
Congrats.
All right. And we're gonna steal Fire Pulsar for this one.
Oh,
I know
sure,
he's
yeah.
he's watching the YouTube right now. I think he was watching the he was watching what Marcus said. So let's pull him in. And fresh off his streaming the stream on the Discord, we here with the Captain Fire Pulsar. Hell of a win first off. You talk about having the game plan. It seemed like it worked to perfection.
Yeah, I knew there was a lot of things we could capitalize on. Talking about like the rotations, and I knew, like, I told them where we should have been, in terms of positioning for when their rotations do mess up, and just being opportunistic when the opportunities present themselves.
Did Magic score enough goals for you?
It was definitely enough. Like he scored a lot. I was just trying to give him the ball, pass it to them. It was a really good team effort.
Right, because it seemed in game 3 especially, it seemed as if like you guys were kind of battling to see who would score the goal first. Between each goal,
yeah.
right? Like who would get credit for the goal. I mean, when you have talk about a performance like that, Southmost isn't a bad team by any means, right? It's not like they're new to the league. Talk about having that kind of performance against a side like that, what that does for confidence in the club.
Yeah, it's a big confidence boost. We came in knowing that we could win that game, and we didn't think it was going to be as convincing as it was, but we came in with that confidence and knew we had the ability to win, and just having the confidence in ourselves and each other to make sure that we were always there to be present for the ball.
Marcus made it would seem to be generationally awaited debut. What are your thoughts on his first 3 matches in the league?
He played great. We've just been. I feel like our defense had been struggling as of late a lot. So he's like a really good defensive anchor, and he's really good at being able to keep pressure. So like you could tell when we played, we just had like a lot of pressure on their side, and it's just about being able to put the ball not just in the net but around the net for your teammates.
A lot of high press. It really seemed like throughout the series. Was that part of the game plan going into this?
Yeah. I told them we needed to keep the pressure on. Be opportunistic. Because they will mess up their rotations. I knew that was something that we could pick up on, and it was just a matter of being opportunistic. Like I've said, we played great.
So, and we have Yanni here also in the call. So Fire, I want to ask you, with Marcus's debut, is it official that that he's going to be taking over for Yanni going forward?
I don't know. I don't know about all that. Okay, it was his first game. He played good, but I still gotta see what the team's looking like for the rest of the season.
We know
Yanni is slightly above me in the depth chart. I mean, because I'll tell you, Yanni rotates way better than I have. I feel like I definitely want to give you kudos while you're still on here, Yanni. I didn't get the chance to tell you guys all this, but I really think you guys cleaned that up from the El Matador game on to this one. Well done to that Fire Pulsar for coaching him, and well done, Yanni, for pulling through, by the way.
I'm gonna end with I'll end with this question. We talked about this club playoffs for sure being one of the goals. Obviously, the league title being the other one, but playoffs are locked. It seems as if you guys just regained all the momentum that you guys had especially after that the loss from El Matador. How big is it to just kind of seem to be in full swing going to the finale next week?
Yeah, it feels great. I feel like the El Matador series really gave us a reality check. We were definitely riding high, but they're a top team, and we're probably going to have to play them again in playoffs. So it's just about learning from our mistakes and having the confidence going into playoffs that we can beat any team.
Awesome. That is the captain Fire Pulsar with Yanni as in the support role in this one. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hey, heck of a game. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the playoff berth. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yo.
Congrats. I mean, I'm glad Yanni came on in here because, Jeff, we actually were talking to the national table. We wanted Yanni to be able to get on mic over here. Yanni, did you want to shout out anybody now that you had the chance? I mean, you got it. It's right here.
I mean, Yanni just came back. I feel like we tried to go into the rest of our posts and Yanni just came back in. I mean, if you want to give a shout out to anyone, you might as well. You get the platform's yours, man.
Shout out to
your town, your family, anybody. You name it.
I see we have some media training to do with them.
nah. Shout out to that fool Fire Poster.
Yeah. Good kid. I think I know him.
Yeah, I think you heard about him.
From somewhere.
Yeah, he's kind of trash, but like it's alright.
Anybody else you want to shout out and keep it PG-13?
Oh yeah. Shout out Allen.
Thank you. Shout out to you too, brother.
My bad. All right, yeah. All right.
All right. That has been Yanni, the official fourth man or third man or whatever for New York City 12.
Keep up the good work.
We talked about this team being a playoff team. I think we talked about it in week one, was especially the Roadies was kind of what it was, and then we really saw them kind of kick off in game two, and in the second game of the season. We're seeing a team that just kind of, it's almost like El Matador woke up the beast inside, right? Dark Cloud is a really good team, and they pulled that series off in 5. Excuse me, they pulled that series off in 5. And this was just an insanely dominant. I mean, I don't think anybody predicted it to be this, a 2-0, 3-0 win, maybe. Right, we're talking 7-1, 5-1, 8-2. I mean, it was just absolute dominance from NYC12.
Absolutely, utterly relentless. They had every aspect down. This is the complete opposite from the El Matador game where, New York City 12 got swept at El Matador. Now you go back in, and now you pick up the tape, and you start watching it over. You got to just look at the textbook. After you come from a win, it's got a little bit different mentality-wise. How do you come into the next game? But next, they get Rio Grande Valley Stampede, and I expect they're going to be seeing Pata Bread in their lineup. And I feel like this Rio Grande Valley is definitely not the Rio Grande Valley your dad grew up with. It's not the Rio Grande Valley I played against, even though I love seeing the old Mike Eddy and Choke Smoke. If he's back there, but Big B's back in there. The Rio Grande Valley can absolutely be another scary playoff entry team and also a deep playoff team as they perennially have been in SRL2. I think New York City 12 is absolutely not out of the woods yet. They should be winning these games, but they will be challenged the next time we see them.
I think what's going to get interesting with this NYC 12 side, we can just sit here and say, oh, they're going to win. And granted, look, for all sake of transparency, we own the team and obviously and all of that. But at the same time, anything can happen. Like we thought El Matador was going to be like a walk in the park just about, and they got swept by El Matador, right? And then we thought Dark Clouds may be a tough challenge, and granted it was, but they pulled it off in 5. I thought this was going to go. I thought this was going to go 4, and it wasn't even close, right?
The question reactions, I'm just blown over. Yeah, we thought we were close. We were that blindsided, but frankly, with that great performance, it's just clinically flawed. You were saying, we're all stakeholders in New York City 12. I was telling the guys when they were right after the game ended, when I was in their room, Jeff, that I've never been more proud. I've been this long with the New York City 12 and having myself struggled against that lineup, against Chris Ed, against Hirsch. That win meant something to those guys, and it meant something to me, and that's literally been my feelings. It's been an entire roller coaster, and you guys get to watch it through us, but through my minds right now, it's absolutely pandemonium.
It's really, you kind of wonder what the limit is for this team, right? The question I have now, I think, is, and again, this isn't trying to be biased or whatever, but is this a team that can win? Is this a championship winning team? And I think that's something that has to be asked because they're running through teams that, and granted, look, it's an improved roster from seasons 1 through 3, definitely from the first 2 years, right? It's definitely an improved roster in that regard, but is this a team that if they're able to kind of have their player rotations down, let alone not just in game, but just like the roster rotations, can they win it all? And I kind of think it's something that needs to be talked about. Could this be is this the year? Is this finally the team that gets the star, right? Is this the one? And it's exciting. I think if you've been part of this, if you're part of this family, part of this this culture in New York City, I think it's really exciting, to kind of see it.
The answer lies within exactly how they improve. It's the big I word, is improvement. And there's so many different intersections between a team like our New York City 12 when I was with Chuko and Mike Knipe when we were a 3-car team and, we just wanted to go in there. We just wanted to make the playoffs. Every other team that's just in here just wanted to make the playoffs, see where it could go, to a championship team like the Roadies, La Cinco Doce, Dark Cloud Southmost. We were all talking about the Cauldron, particularly, and El Matador. Everybody has their own venue and their own path to success, and they have their own paths to improvement. Fire Pulsar was talking to us about, maybe if we just position ourselves this way, maybe we watch the tape, this is why we shouldn't be having 2 cars going forward and leaving 1 car exposed back for a counter. Like, there's so many things that I can still see New York City 12 improving, which absolutely makes me wonder, no, we have not seen New York City 12 at its best quite yet. We still have a long ways to go to see this organization, but right now, at this point, crashing out in the first round is unacceptable. This is not a first-round crash team. This is not even a second-round team. This New York City 12 team is absolutely phenomenal. I think that's the best word I can think of at the top of my already worn out head, wise guy. It's just utterly phenomenal.
This really could be one of the best teams we've seen in years. Next week, there'll see regular season finale against Rio Grande Valley. Stay tuned for social, for stream times and everything. I guess that's it for us for tonight. I'm not sure what else. I think it's time to party up. The playoffs locked. Next step is really just getting to that final. We're going to see what happens. Alan, do you have anything else?
Party at Wise Guy's house. That's exactly what I wanted to say. I'm all for that. I mean, this is incredible. I'm literally at the seat of my pants just into this job. But then to watch these talented kids play for New York City 12, it's a great time to be a New York City supporters group fan here.
It is a great time indeed. New York City 12 easily victorious against Southmost SG. Getting a 3-0 sweep, taking game 3. Oh, Alan took off. Taking game 3, 8-2. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for the stream. Thank you for joining us on this late Tuesday night. It's Tuesday, right?
It
Lost
is
track
still
of days.
somehow.
Thank you for joining us. For Alan Pandering Woo, I'm Jeff Weisinger, aka Wise Guy. Don't forget to follow us on social at gg.nycrising and stay tuned to our socials for the next game. And as always, take care of one another, keep the vibes positive, and we will see you next time.
Good night, everyone.